Well, hello everybody, Jason up from today's Revolution. It's the cave. And it happens to be that time of the month again. No, not that time of the month. That's gross. It happens to be the time of the month that my friend Net and my new friend Kevin send out the latest XOX custom. You know how exciting this is. We've been through this, 30 times? 40 times we've been through this? The white box, the candy, the trinkets, and then the gold. The gold that's inside, folks. Well, another one has arrived, and I'm going to say that this is the best artwork, the best detail of any of the Random Treasure and Print Fury figures. This is the best detail. I think this is the best pose. The insane artistic ability of our friend Net is the make or break of this figure. Without Net's talent, this figure is not this figure. When I opened it up, I just stepped back and took a look at the ridiculous amount of detail. And again, the ridiculous amount of talent that goes into making this figure what it needs to be. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, a masterpiece. A masterpiece. Whether you're a fan of the particular era or not, you have to appreciate that this would have been an LJN figure exactly looking the way it does had LJN stuck around for several more years. Folks, we have Doink the Clown. Doink the Clown is LJN. You cannot get a better paint job outside of a factory, ladies and gentlemen, outside of a Mattel, outside of a Hasbro. You cannot get better details. This is a Doink the Clown figure, ladies and gentlemen, and I would even say that without the makeup, this is a Matt Bourne figure. This figure looks like Matt Bourne. There you have it, folks. Doink the Clown and all of his incredible detail is LJN. Take a very close look at the face. You can see where the mask, where the wig sets on the face. They have sculpted the bald cap on the figure. Here you have what I said was the greatest art piece that Net has done. And it's in that classic Doink the Clown mimic pose. Slightly hunched over, hand waving. Doink the Clown is LJN. Folks, Net has been releasing these figures prior to sending them to me. Back in the day, I would be the big unveiling. She's releasing them earlier, and unfortunately, they're sold out. So if you are seeing this video now and are dying to get your hands on a Doink, Net has decided that the amount of work that goes into painting this figure, it's just It's just overwhelming. It's just overwhelming. The first batch of, if you have a Doink already, if you have a painted Doink already, that's it. That's it. You've got the last of the painted Doinks. If you want a Doink, it is going to come to you unpainted. And you are going to have to bust into the art supplies. You're going to have to steady your hand, and you're going to have to use this as your prototype. And you're going to have to paint the Doink yourself, but I think you can do it. Net knows I can't do it, but I think you can do it. Because of the detail and the amount of time that goes into perfecting this figure, Net is only releasing unpainted versions of Doink. But folks, if you can come close to matching the expert artistic ability of this figure, you will have a wonderful addition to your LJN lineup. I think I'm doing it opposite. Yeah, okay. Now, big news from Nat, ladies and gentlemen. She is bombarded. She is bombarded with orders. She is filling custom orders left and right. She and our friends over at Print Fury are just tearing it up. So for the time being, aside from the unpainted Doink orders, XOX's Random Treasures Etsy page, shutting it down for a little while. We're going to put it on hold for a little while she catches up on all of her back orders from all of you guys. Because again, everybody knows that the number one source for LJN style figures is, hands down, 100% XOX by Random Treasures. There are others. But you're looking at number one right here. In addition to this ridiculously awesome piece of artwork in my hands, there may be some more news coming out of the XOX world, out of the Print Fury world. First of all, when she reopens, when she recreates in a short amount of time, I have the inside scoop on the next figure. Now, that's never been done before. I have never been told in advance who's coming next. But I've had a few conversations with Print Fury. We'll get to that in a minute. I'm always communicating with Net. And for a while, for 6-8 months, I've been throwing out a couple of names. Well, then when I started communicating with Print Fury, I took that opportunity to throw out a few names. And it has been confirmed that a name that us 80s WWF fans, a name that we need in our old school LJN collection, is coming next. You will be very satisfied. In fact, I'm so satisfied that one single figure is tempting me to reopen the doors of PACW, to sit down with my bad back, with my old man back, and sit down as a grown adult and play with my toys. That next figure coming out is inspiring me to do that. You'll never know. You won't know. You won't know until you know. And when you know, that's when you'll know, because you know. Get over to XOX by Random Treasures on Etsy and get your unpainted Doink and do your best to recreate this incredible piece of artwork. Because of my recent conversations with Print Fury and because of my continued relationship with Net, down the road, there may, big M, there may be a figure of a non-wrestling personality created. There may be a figure of a kind of a layman, right? Kind of just your regular, average, everyday Joe. There may be a figure of your favorite Z-level YouTube celebrity. There may be a New 80s Revolution figure coming from our friends at Print Fury and from our friends at XOX. Maybe. The ink is not dry yet. The ink's not dry. I'm not an easy person to work with. Bit of a diva. But we'll see. Forget all that noise. Get yourself over to Random Treasures Etsy page, XOX by Random Treasures, and get your Doink figure so that you can add this exciting early 90s figure to your LJN line. Have the dream match of your dreams. Have Ricky Steamboat take on Doink. Have Randy Savage defend the Intercontinental title against Doink. Have Doink team up with, Ted Arcidi to challenge the British Bulldogs for the World Tag Team titles. Get yourself a Doink from XOX and Print Fury today. It's a fantastic figure. Greatest detailed figure I have ever most involved detailed figure that has ever come out of the mind of XOX. Doink is LJN. Random Treasures on Etsy. Order your Doink. Get ready for the figure that is going to blow your minds next. And then maybe sometime after that, get ready to purchase your new WWF LJN World Heavyweight Champion, the New 80s Revolution. We'll see you next time. Good night.